IELTS reading general training has 3 sections, and the first 2 sections are quite easier because the text is simple and the questions are also simple. There is no much complexity there. For example, in this test, the first section has this small text, then it is followed by true, false, not given type of questions. Then there is another text, a separate one in the same section for another matching information type of questions. Then in the second section, there is another text for fill in the blanks type of questions, and then there is another text for again fill in the blanks type of questions. As there are 5 different types of questions in IELTS general training reading, the question types are fill in the blanks, true, false, not given, matching information, matching headings, and finally MCQs. I've told you the list of these questions exactly in the order of their difficulty. The fill in the blanks type of questions are the easiest. That is the reason I mentioned them first. So the first 2 sections are easier, but the third section is difficult. This third section has very complex. Section 3 has got very complex text, and its vocabulary is also quite challenging, and the grammar is also complex. So the strategy would be, first we train candidates to solve questions in section 1 and 2. Once the candidates become comfortable and successful in solving section 1 and 2 comfortably, only then we move them to question types in section 3. Section 3 comes with more complex questions as well, like MCQs. MCQs require a lot of time because the information asked here is spread throughout the reading text. So the strategy would be, first the candidate should be able to understand the text and the meaning and the sense of the text properly. After that, we train them on easy type of questions first, and they do a lot of practices on those type of questions, and then we move them to the next type of questions. And along that path, we also train them to understand difficult text as well. There are practices in IELTS Precision program which are grouped under text comprehension tests. These tests assess as to how well you understand when you read a text. These tests also train them to understand the text well. So that's a foundation for you to be able to solve the text properly, because one of the major problems students face in IELTS reading, they get confused and they find it difficult to reach the true sense of the text. That is the reason when they try to solve them, they are never sure whether they've found the right answer or not, because they are not sure about their understanding of the text in the first place. So what we'll do, we'll start with text comprehension practices. Once a candidate becomes comfortable in understanding IELTS text, then we train them on question types one by one. In the next lecture, I'll explain as to how you can develop your text comprehension on this platform.